We had the U.S. Open wrap up yesterday. I was at Oakmont for the first 2 days of the tournament. B Mills wanted to know how Oakmont was. You guys, that course is something. It's nicknamed the Beast for a reason. There was a lot of talk about the U.S. Open and whether or not, it was enjoyable to watch, whether or not Oakmont is fair, whether or not it's a good golf course. I mean, I personally love it. Like, the U.S. Open is supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be difficult. But I think Oakmont's a fair test, right? So many courses nowadays in golf, it's all about the bombers. It's all about just bombing it down and playing out of the rough. That's not what Oakmont's about. If you put the ball in the fairway and you hit good approach shots, you're going to give yourself an opportunity to make pars or make birdies. Obviously, yesterday, out of the rain delay, was brutal, especially for like Sam Burns when he should have gotten relief when his ball was in the water and he didn't. Like, stuff like that's tough. But heading into the final round, it was much like when DJ won in 2016. We had 4 guys under par. Everybody else was around +1, +2, +3. And getting to the final 4 holes, it felt like a whole bunch of guys were in it with the chance to win. So Oakmont's awesome. Those greens are unbelievably difficult. The rough is insane, but it's a fair test. And congrats to JJ Spaun winning that event the way he did as well with that 60-foot birdie putt. Unbelievable. And Spaun is 66-1 at the Open Championship. I don't expect him to go back-to-back, but look, there are only 4 guys on the PGA Tour this year that are top 50 in driving distance and driving accuracy. Spaun was one of those guys, and he won the U.S. Open at Oakmont, and he took Rory to the playoff at the Players' Championship. So, I mean, he could have arguably won at 2 really difficult golf courses. Now you get him at Royal Portrush, another course where you're going to have to be accurate because we know the great defense for those open courses are those pop bunkers. Not necessarily about length, although that definitely helps, but certainly about accuracy. So Spaun, we'll see how he reacts. Does he have a little bit of a hangover now that he won the U.S. Open, or does he keep this momentum going? Not doing anything with him, though, at Portrush. As for some of the other guys, Scotty's going to be the favorite again. Of course, he is at +450. You guys know how I feel about Scotty. It came true again at Oakmont. Until he proves that he can win at a course that he doesn't see every single year, I don't think you can bet him at these prices. You just can't. Not saying he's not capable of doing it, but until you prove to me that you can do it, I can't bet you at +450. So I'm staying away from Scotty. Rory, I'm staying away from as well. When the Open Championship was at Portrush years ago when Shane Lowry won it, Rory opened with quadruple bogey. He's going to be feeling the nerves. He's going to be feeling the pressure. And he even talked about it yesterday, right? After winning the Masters and climbing his Mount Everest, he's had a little bit of an emotional letdown. Now he's trying to rev it back up, getting ready for the Open Championship. I just don't know if that's something that you can flip a switch, So I worry about Rory. I'm not betting him at +650. As much as I love Bryson and betting him in these majors, and we loved him at Oakmont and it didn't work out for us, Bryson's just not made to play Open Championship golf. He's just not, with the way that he drives the ball and everything. So I'm not betting Bryson. Rahm is the guy that I would look at. If there was a favorite that I would keep an eye on, it would be Jon Rahm at 12-1. He has good history at Open Championships, and he really struck the ball well at Oakmont. His strokes gained tee to green was amongst some of the leaders. Guy just could not make a putt. So if Rahm makes a putt, a month from now, he's going to have an opportunity to hoist the claret jug. Xander Schauffele, we cashed another top 20 with him at the U.S. Open. I'm coming back to bet more placement bets with Xander at the Open Championship as well. How about Victor Hovland put himself in the conversation at Oakmont this week? Nearly won his first major championship. It's getting close for Victor. It's almost there. I would look at him again at 22-1. How about Brooks Koepka, right? Brooks used to be, if you're filling out a bingo card, he used to be the free space at all these majors. You just throw Brooks Koepka, got to have a piece of him in some of these majors. Hasn't been great the last couple of years, but heading into the weekend, Brooks was in the mix at Oakmont. I think his game's coming around. I think he's going to start being a factor in these majors again. You're getting him at 40-1 at the Open Championship. Might be the best opportunity we have to buy low on Brooks if he has another good performance. So I would look at him. And then 2 more guys that I would look at. Russell Henley, just made to play the Open Championship. A guy that accurate with that great of a short game, 66-1. I think he's the best bet on the board. and I hate to do this to you guys, but Jordan Spieth, he's playing good golf. He's playing good. And Jordan is another guy that was made for the Open Championship with the short game. So getting Jordan at 50-1, I think for anything, it's the price. Maybe you don't want to bet him to win, but you can look at some placement finishes. But Russell Henley right now, 66-1, probably the best bet on the board for me.